Hey everyone, welcome to another Excel Wonders walkthrough video. We're going to look at a Choropleth map. This is a statistical thematic map that allows you to see differences between regions or countries or cities within a full map. And it's possible you downloaded this file for another country or another continent, and you're wondering, should I continue watching this video because it shows here the map of Africa? You should, because the file, or the way the file works, is exactly the same between different maps. Obviously, the only difference is the maps themselves, so everything that we'll show you is fully applicable to the file that you just downloaded. Now, when you arrive at this page, which is the page you arrived to when you open the file, you should see on one side the map and on the other the table. Sometimes you see the map first and you scroll down and you see the table below. But most of the times you see the table on one side and the map on the other. Now, here on the table, you have the name of the countries or cities or states or regions, and then here the capitals of those respective places. You also have a maximum of 3 fields that you can edit. Here, these are completely free for you to change and to edit as you please, but depending on the values you add here, they will then be available for you to visualize here on the map. Now you see a maximum of 3. I'll show you how to change this in a second. And then on this side, you see the map. In the map, you can change between the different fields. So for example, right now it's showing for this field 1. But if I want to see field 2 or field 3, I can go here and drop down and change that to the different ones, right? And let's say, for example, that I want to visualize Morocco in a very light color. If I go here in Morocco, which currently has 19,000, if I change it, for example, to 5,000, and I click here on field 1, Morocco shows very light. If I go back and I put to 15,000, which should be more or less on a higher side of the numbers that you have here in this table, and I click here update, then it goes back to what it was. So this is how the file works. Now, if you want to click on a specific area of the map, you can. For example, if I click here, I see Morocco, I see the capital, and I see the different values for each of the 3 fields. If I click, for example, here, this is South Africa, it's going to show me South Africa as well. If I click here, which is Mozambique, it shows it as well. Now, this is a super useful map as it allows you not only to visualize it like this, but it's also interactive because you can click and visualize the areas and the details of each area. On this side, you have the legend, which allows you to see what each color represents to. And then you have a button to export. Now, to export is when you want to see the map in a different file or make more profound changes to the map as well. You click on it, you should see this window popping up, and after you add the name, format, and you select where you want the file to be located, you can click export and the file is exported. Now let's go here on settings to see what we can do here. So first, we can select or deselect each of the fields. It gives you a maximum of 3, but you don't need to have the 3. For example, imagine you only want to have 2. You deselect here and you go back to the map, and now you only see 2. Now imagine you want to change the names of the fields. You can also change that. For example, imagine I want to call this sales and these I want to call profit. If I go back to the map, you see the columns updated. Now go back to settings and you can also change the formatting of the numbers in the table, and you can have a number or percentage with 1 decimal or 0. Then it also allows you to choose whether you want to show capitals or not. Currently it's yes, but if I click no, you'll see on the map it's going to be hidden now. So no more capitals. If I go back to settings, I can also choose whether I want the legend and the ranges to be calculated automatically, or if I want to manually select my ranges. Currently, I have them manually selected. So if I go back, it's going to show me 3,000, 3,000 here, 5,000, 7,000. So it always increments by 2,000 because that's exactly what I have added here. Now, imagine I want it to be calculated automatically. I click here on no, calculated automatically, and then when I go back, these numbers are no longer the ones that I selected. It calculates them automatically, and then the colors of the map also change. If I go back to settings, I can also change the color scheme of the map. Currently it's in blue, but I could, for example, change to green. Let's take a look how it looks in green. Here it is. It's quite flashy. Now I can change also to another color. For example, it could be orange. If I go back, it now shows me the map in orange. And not only the map updates, but also the legends. So if I go back to settings, the last thing I want to show you is you can also change the background color. Currently it's in white, but for example, if you wanted to show light blue, you go back to the map, and now this rectangle here that revolves the map is now in light blue. And that's pretty much what you can do in this file. Again, this is just for Africa, but all the other maps are exactly the same. So I hope you enjoyed the video and have fun.